Hi guys, it's Val, Toxic Free. Welcome, thanks for joining me today. Now, I've moved house, different view in the background. Yeah, it's not pigeons and trolleys and bus shelters like I said it might be because of the letting agency I mentioned in another video, Flying Monkeys video. I'll put a little clip up there, thing to click onto. I have finally moved. I have been on for 2 weeks, so yeah, I've missed you all. So I'm going to do a video today about opportunists, because it's actually made me realise that people who are narcissists are also opportunists. Now, there's two versions of the word opportunist. Opportunist is somebody who basically will achieve something through their own merit, so they'll do something on their own. They'll take an opportunity. So, you know, if you're a fashion designer and you know the current trends and you jump on that bandwagon, you take an opportunity to design the latest gear and you make lots of money from it, that's an opportunist in a good way. An opportunist in a bad way is somebody who uses other people as an opportunity to gain what they want. Now, as we know, narcissists like to gain supply, they like to gain power, they like to gain control, and that's what they want, that's what they live for. So they will find opportunities, they will get opportunities, they'll even create opportunities to achieve this and to get this, and this is what I want to talk about today. Oh, sound like Kim Wilson. So yeah, I just think an opportunist, yeah, narcissist. I have recently had a situation which I have talked about. I've moved house, and it's something that's made me realise I sometimes get these thoughts in my head and want to make videos about them. It's my life, that things that go through daily, I like to talk about, because I often make mistakes, I often learn a lot of things, and if I do, I want to pass them on. So what I want us to do is to stop giving narcissists the opportunity, because they will take any opportunity they can to achieve their goal, which is manipulation and control and power. I've got to itch your back, sorry. I'm sat on the floor at the moment, which is not very comfortable because I've lost my table. I had to leave it behind. Yeah, boring. So for instance, let's think of an opportunity. Actually, what I'm going to do is just read the word opportunity first, because I have actually written some notes here. I don't necessarily like reading, but I'm not that clever to explain the word opportunity as much as Google does. If you describe someone as an opportunist, it's because they take advantage of any situation in order to gain money or power without consideration. Whether their actions are right or wrong, someone who immediately takes advantage of a situation to reap some personal benefit. An opportunist will see or use people or step on toes to get what they want. These characters don't think about the rightness or wrongness of something when they see an opportunity for personal gain or profit. Their main concern is how they can exploit the weakness of a person or take advantage of a situation for their own gain. They are quick to recognise an opportunity wherever it presents itself. They're also adept to subtly creating opportunities to abuse or exploit their victims or others. Yes, there you go. They exploit. They will find an opportunity. So for instance, let's say I'm walking down the street with my best friend who's an empath. I fall down. My best friend will turn around and say, "Oh my goodness, are you okay?" And then she'll help me up and she'll go, "Oh, bless you. Oh, I fell down last week myself. It's awful, isn't it?" And she'll take that embarrassment away from you. It comes naturally. Her goodness from inside will come naturally out, and she'll want to look after you, and she'll want to kind of like just help you and take away your embarrassment. Now, if you're walking down the street with a narcissist, you fall down, what they'll turn around and say, "Oh, for goodness sake, can't you walk in a straight line? I told you not to put those stupid bloody shoes on, you idiot. You make me look, you're embarrassing me. Get off the floor." So in one sentence or 3 sentences there, they've basically, you know, they've told you you're embarrassing, they've criticised your shoes, and they've told you to get up because, you know, you can't walk straight and you're pathetic. So that's what they'll do. They saw an opportunity, you fell down. Their natural instinct isn't to help you up and to say, "Oh my goodness, are you okay?" Their natural instinct is to literally jump on that bandwagon, jump on that opportunity and use it to manipulate you and gain power and control. It's disgusting, but that's it. So an opportunist is that. Little things, everyday things in life, they will jump on. I mentioned something a while ago, a family member, I won't keep mentioning which one it is because it's not fair, because if she ever finds these videos, I'm in trouble. I asked this person one day, "What time is it?" Now, most people will just answer you and say it's 3 o'clock. She turned around and she goes, what, like this? And I said, "What time is it?" And she goes, "Go and get yourself a frigging watch." So she took the opportunity of me asking the time to shout at me and upset me. So this is what they will do. any single opportunity, every single moment of the time that you're with them, they'll gain opportunity from you. Any kind of conversation, you keep answering back, you keep trying to reason with them, you keep trying to explain yourself or blame them or try and put the situation right, they will exploit that and they will take the opportunity to use every scenario against you. But what we keep doing is, well, I keep doing as well, so it's not just everybody else, is we answer back. And we're like, no, but you've got to understand this. No, but I want to explain. No, but it's not all my fault. And you keep on. And what you end up with is word salad, is circular conversation that go round and round. Because you keep giving them the bullet to fire back at you. You keep answering them. You keep giving them reasons to come back at you. And every single time you answer a text or an email, it's ping pong. You're giving them the opportunity to come back at you all the time. And that's one thing that I've learned, is that these people are inanimate objects. I had to Google that because I couldn't even say it before. They're inanimate objects. They're like rocks. They're like the baboons. You know, they don't have it in them to want to explain. They don't have it in them to want to understand you. Anything that you say to them, they will say right back at you, but 10 times fold. It's disgusting, and that's what they do. Now, I've worked this out really through the fact that recently I had some problems with my letting agency. And again, Fly Monkey's video mentions and explains, and if you haven't watched it, you probably haven't a clue what I'm talking about now. I've moved, and I had a letting agency that were toxic, and she's done a lot of things. And I've actually given her the opportunity to get back at me and to come back at me. One scenario, I got blocked in a car parking space because I parked in a spot that I was going to rent, and I thought it'd be okay because nobody was staying in that place, and she blocked me in with one of her colleagues blocked me in. I rung up to apologise. Now, as soon as I rang to apologise, they see the weakness in us, because we always want to do the right thing. We always want to go down the right route, the legal route. We always want to be nice, and we think that they're going to reply with a nice answer. Now, I rang to apologise and say sorry for parking in that parking spot. A nice person would say, well, thank you, it's okay, but don't do it again until you've signed the forms for the apartment. I found what she did is she came back at me and she told me that I was the aggressive one, that I did this, that I shouldn't have done that. No, I kept on trying to reason with her, and I kept on giving her sentences to come back at me, to come back at me, to come back at me. The conversation never ever got to a point where nothing was, there was no reason to it. Nothing got, what's the word I'm looking for? Why do I start sentences I can't finish? Anyway, can't think of that word. It'll come to me later and I'm asleep in bed. They will never end up with a scenario where you both agree, or you can both come to a point of agreement and go, okay, fine. You've got to stop. When they say no contact, it doesn't necessarily mean this big drama of no contact to the end of, you know, a relationship. No contact can be just a conversation. No contact could be a text conversation. You know, just stop. Just stop. Because every time we reply, we're giving them an opportunity to pull us apart a little bit more, to do the word salad, to do the circular conversation. I should have rung up her that day, and I should have said one sentence, and I should have said, if I was a nasty person, but I'm not, which is what they see in us. I should have said, Jenny, I called her Jenny in the last video, I'm ringing to say I'm disgusted in the fact that one of your colleagues parked behind me and blocked me in and came at me. I'm done. Do not do that again. And I should have put the phone straight down and taken the opportunity to take the opportunity from her. That's what we need to do, is say something to them which shuts them down, stops them answering back. Take the opportunity away from them. The opportunity she had when she sent that nasty plumber around to my house, she baited him so that when he came round to my house, he was abusive to me. I shouldn't have rung her up and tried to have a conversation with her. I didn't know that then, but I know now. I should have just rung her up and said, I'm getting another plumber. I'm disgusted at the one you sent round. I'm upset by him and I want nothing else to do with him. And I'll contact you back when I've got the heating fixed. Goodbye. Should have done that. That takes the opportunity away from her. She can't reply to that. Because we have rights. We have rights. We don't need, because someone's got us over a barrel because we've signed a form for a letting agency, they shouldn't be able to manipulate. As soon as that person started to manipulate, as soon as I got upset, I should have just, that negates the contract as far as I'm concerned. But no, because they've got a contract with us, we keep giving them the opportunity to bully us and to control us because of the contract. And it's the same with anybody. It's just, it's disgusting. Each time we reply, we give them a bullet that they can fire back at us twice as hard. And then we keep giving that bullet back. They'll fire it back at us. We give them the bullet back. These people are baboons. These people are inanimate objects. These people just don't care. They will not reason. They will not understand. They don't want to reason. They don't want to understand. They just want to upset us and manipulate us. But we keep on trying. We aren't dealing with someone like us. We aren't dealing with another empath that you can have a conversation with and come to an end result and agree or disagree calmly. They will not understand. They don't want to understand. They just want to use the conversation. Every time that you say something to them, you send them a text, they will come back at you. You can't. These people, we've just got to understand that they're different to us. I watched a video recently. You have to treat them like different species. Stick with your own species. The trouble with these species is you only find out who they are and what they are after a while. But as soon as you do, see, we want proof. A lot of the time with narcissists, we only tend to leave them once we have proof. And proof comes after a lot of heartache. Proof comes after you've been hurt and after you've had so many scenarios in a row that you can think, oh my goodness, I understand it now. We must get hurt for weeks, for months, for years before we finally leave or we finally move on. But we only seem to want to move on once we've got the proof that they're a narcissist or a toxic person, or we've got a proof that they're cheating. It's the things leading up to that. It's the pain they cause before the proof. We need to just walk away for early on stages. We need to give up. We shouldn't all be waiting for proof that they're narcissists before we leave if we're not happy. Whatever they are, whatever they're doing to us, we need to leave. If they're not understanding us, if they're just taking every single opportunity to hurt us, we need to learn to cut them off. We need to learn to shut them down. We need to learn to go no contact. Just in everyday texts, everyday conversations. Take their food supply away from them, because that's what opportunities they take. It's a food supply. They see a food supply and they take the opportunity. We need to stop it. Close the fridge. Shut the cupboard. Put a lock on it. Strange woman. I had a lady at work, and I was explaining this thing to her about the letting agent, and all she just kept saying to me is, Val, leave it, don't say anything, just, I said, no, I can't, I have to. And she's like, no, she said, you need to leave it. Why are you doing that? I said, because I need to. She goes, why are you just taking revenge? She goes, it's not revenge. I said, I do a channel on YouTube, and I said, I support and try and help people who've been through emotional abuse. If I don't do something about this letting agency and send a review and stand up for myself, then I'm not going to be able to sleep, because that's what I do. That I'm leaving other people to end up in the same situation as me. I'm letting them then move on to other people, other tenants who aren't as strong or weaker than me. I don't want that. And she upset me and annoyed me because I was like, shut up. Couldn't say shut up because she was a customer. But she was like, I want to read you that review. I wrote a review, and this review was put on her business page, and within 24 hours it was taken down. Mind you, the review wasn't taken down because you can't take a review down on your business page. She's taken the whole review section off. She's removed the whole review section with every other good or bad review she's got on it. It's gone. So I feel like, yay, got you there, didn't I? See, she did a bad reference for me, and she lied and twisted the truth in this reference. And it was horrendous. She made me out to be a complainer, like they'll throw themselves under a bus. This woman actually used my complaints against her in the past as complaints against me. So which meant that I had to then explain the complaints to the new tenant to make her understand what they were about. And as soon as I explained about the heating, I had no heating for 5 weeks and had to boil a kettle, or the plumber coming around and telling me to F off and swearing at me and upsetting me. Then she understood. But that's actually, she's just, to get their anger, they'll actually throw themselves under a bus. Why would you use complaints about you as complaints about someone else? So she twisted the truth, and she also said that I made a complaint about the staff member that blocked me in. I didn't make a complaint about the staff member, no. I rang to apologise for parking in that parking spot. Again, you won't know what I'm talking about if you haven't watched that video. But I rang to apologise. I didn't actually ring to complain about the staff member. What the conversation did was turn and got twisted onto me being called aggressive. So at that point, I then said, no, I wasn't aggressive. I found your staff member more aggressive. She's used that as a complaint. That wasn't a complaint. That was a conversation. So can you see how they take opportunities and they twist them? That was a conversation that I stuck up and supported myself. And she then used that as a complaint. No, it was no complaint about the staff member. She called me aggressive and I then said, no, she was. And that's then been perceived to the person she's spoken to as a complaint, i.e. I am writing to complain about a staff member. No. So she twisted the truth in the reference and lied. And again, it was libel. I did see a solicitor and they said it was libel. But I don't have the money, do I, to sue her? But it just actually gave me... relief to know that it was libel. I think just knowing that, just knowing something rather than actually doing something about it is enough. Let me find this review for you. Okay. This is the review that I put on her page that she's actually, she's taken the whole review section off her Facebook page. Having used this company, I won't say the name, for the past number of years, I'm afraid I can say nothing positive about them. No customer care, no tolerance, no empathy for their tenants. If you notice in reviews, landlords like them and tenants don't. Why? Because it's easy to impress for money, but hard to empathise with tenants who have issues with their dwellings. And if she takes a dislike to you, watch out, you will know about it. I complained to her about no heating for 5 weeks in winter. She sent an abusive plumber who swore, upset me and intimidated me. She then had the nerve to upset me further by supporting the plumber and calling me aggressive. She then refused to send an alternative plumber. When I pleaded, I was told in short, if you don't have him back, you won't get any heating. Disgusting, controlling and immoral. I wrote a complaint, and this very complaint was then used against me at the end of my tenancy in a reference to sabotage my move to another letting agency and another apartment. You're basically damned if you complain and you're damned if you don't. I was informed by my solicitor that this was liable for trying to sabotage my good name with a twisted, manipulated, untrue reference. She twists facts to make you look bad. If you were ever to make a complaint, she will use that complaint against you. A misunderstanding about a car park attributed to me getting my car T-blocked in by the company and verbally attacked for parking there. Very unprofessional, spiteful and vindictive. I then got baited into an argument when I rang to apologise. I again got called aggressive, no aggression at all. Manipulation at its best. She will covertly orchestrate a situation, bait you into an argument and then have the nerve to call you aggressive. Tenants, please get the contact details of your landlord and call them if you feel at all unhappy with your letting agency. You have the right. No doubt she will type a long-winded reply to this accusing me of all sorts. Backing out of responsibility, but that's what toxic people do. Believe her or believe me, the truth will come out in the end. She will twist and contort the truth, use letting agent terms and manipulate my words and defend her actions, which obviously I expect nothing less. Who's going to admit to being unprofessional? Please be aware when using this company. That's the review I put on. That's the review she's moved with, along with about 7 or 8 others, so she has no review page. I don't know whether she's going to get Facebook to remove it, but if she does and she puts the review page back up, guess what I'm going to do? Yes, I'm going to just put the review back up. Again and again and again and again. Yay. Crazy Val. Psycho Val's back. So, that's it. So, opportunist. Oh, goodness me. Opportunists. They are opportunists. They'll just take anything. So we need to stop. We need to stop giving them opportunity to come back at us. We need to stop with the contact. We need to just deal with them in a different way. Stop playing ping pong. So being nice doesn't always win us prizes. Being nice doesn't always help us. It helps us against like-minded people. It helps us against people that appreciate our niceness. It helps us when we're nice to those that are nice people, empaths. But don't be nice to a narcissist. Don't try. If you know someone's a narcissist, if you know someone's toxic, give up on them. Just don't even try. Don't even try to talk to them, because we're just giving them opportunity to hurt us and to throw it back in our faces. I hope that made sense. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing and liking. I appreciate it, and thanks for the comments. I'm going to go now. Take care. Stay safe. Bye. They're just Anominate. What the hell is the word I'm trying to say? I'm going to Google the word. Give me 2 minutes. Inanimate objects. For God's sake, Val, what is going on with your head? Come on, Google, get a grip. I need Siri. I need that thing in the corner where you can talk to it and ask its questions straight away. Anominate. No. What does that mean? I'm on a minute. They're like bits of wood, basically.